Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Raiders going up against the Texans. With that, let's get out to NRG Stadium in Houston. On the call, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. Carry for Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Second down following the run. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hook up here with Jalen Strong, complete. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
So the D-line's going to spread out. And getting a look at the Wildcat here.
Come on, let's go! Ryan 38! Ryan 38!
Direct snap this time. Miller. And that formation won't yield much here as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Play clock winding down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
Could not have scripted it any better. And many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. And Mr. Cooper Amari, a headliner in this offensive unit.
Brandon, it's rare that you get guys so polished coming out of college, but Amari Cooper has carried himself like a pro probably since he was 6 years old. He is a terrific talent.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Backing up, going up top, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
We go rally, rally. Hey, we go rally, rally. We ready, ready.
Here's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Whitney merciless in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. And this will be taken at the 13.
Whoosh. Can anyone get it?
What a move. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm actually surprised they didn't get out of that play. I didn't see anyone pressing the line of scrimmage for the defense.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll come out in the pistol.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Detroit! Over!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Time to meet the defensive starters for the Oakland Raiders, and you want to discuss one of their safeties.
I certainly do. Carl Joseph out of West Virginia. Always did a great job policing the middle of the field. A big hitter, knocked the ball away, but really added to his game as last year as a Mountaineer. Became a better cover guy and a better ball hawk before he got injured. They're really going to love him in Oakland.
Set! Green, 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down. Back to throw again. And finding Fedorowicz. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. C.J. Fedorowicz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Red 18. Red.
And they'll run it here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now they'll throw with Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time. And it paid off on that play.
And that'll be incomplete. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Carr, incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, they'll give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Now Carr again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a big gain with that play, but what they're doing is they're spreading the defense out, probing a little bit, and what they're hoping probably is that later in the game, they can create a matchup that they can exploit for big yardage later.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They come out here in the eye. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. When we sat with the coaching staff a couple of days ago, they said attacking that defensive look with a run, something they wanted to do, it was effective.
And they were extremely confident, weren't they? Their planning, their preparation, they knew what they were going to get in that defense, and they were able to attack it accordingly.
Miller, the lone setback.
Leopard! Detroit! Over!
They'll look to throw here on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Texans will add on to their lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Caught left side to Crabtree. Call it a gain of 5. And it's a 2nd down. On play action. Now Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Carr throwing on second down, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now it's Miller, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The way he roared up and made that play, that tells me that he spent a lot of time in the film room analyzing what this offense does, and he saw something that convinced him he didn't have to worry about the pass. He could just go right now and make a play. I think if you're the offensive team, you better file that away a little bit. Maybe think about some play action down the road. You might catch him deep.
Miller, the lone setback. In motion is Fedorowicz. He'll look to throw. Gets it to Strong. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. In the red zone this time. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Now Miller will take the direct snap. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Leopard!
They isolate Hopkins on the left side.
Watch it now, Barney! All right, here we go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Underneath for Miller. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw again, and he fires one incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's second down. 2nd and goal. It's still a decent chunk of yardage here. They're on the 8. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down?
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now here come the Raiders.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Carr to throw again. And complete right side to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Carr going to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders get a score closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Another pistol look here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Well, there's something we haven't seen much of in this game, a really nice run. Do they decide to come back with it, or was that just a little flash, and maybe they continue to try and throw the ball?
So it is 3rd down now, but less than a yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice. Able to get a hand in and tip it away.
To throw his Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
All right, here we go. 5 and 8. 5 and 8.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Under pressure, they got him again. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
On second down, here's Miller. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. No. Check.
And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, please. Over.
And the pitch goes to Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 90.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And now it's 3rd down. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Over.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They go back to the ground now with Miller. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And that is incomplete here. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Michael Crabtree there. Now 4th down. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you think to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got time in the pocket. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Here we go.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This will be fielded at the 17. First down, Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Well, where do you find that one in the playbook, Charles?
You don't. You absolutely don't. And sometimes what happens is guys want to make a big play, and they turn it into a really bad one. Sometimes you're best just to cut your losses and go down. I hope we don't see another play like that. I'll guarantee you the offensive coordinator, he's going to get his play sheet. He can't find it either.
Yeah, big loss there on the pass completion. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And 4th down coming up. Here's Marquette King now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. He'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed. And that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Miller. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Oh, it's a wobbler here. He'll take it at the 42. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
From midfield, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. To throw, it's Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Carr is going to let this one go deep. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper with an acrobatic catch. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That 2nd down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Detroit!
On 3rd down, Miller. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to make it a 3-score game late. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go play action here on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw his Carr. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Caught left side, Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Before every game, the receivers envision themselves making big plays, catches, long runs. Well, it just happened there. But sometimes when you look at the big board and you slow your feet down, keep running. That's why it was caught.
Watch it now. No. Check. Patriot.
On the counter, it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Second down and 4.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Now let's go. All right, now let's go. Check. Green 39.
Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's really no surprise to see them running the ball here. They've got the lead, not much time left. They just want to keep the clock moving, and they can win it right now.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go. 319.
They'll try and sneak it here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Green 39. Detroit.
Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Now a play fake. Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. A right side catch by Crabtree. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now Carr, got to have this one. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to let it fly. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Andre Howe. And an alley to run. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Houston, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Cincinnati Bengals come to town. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.